I'm gonna go ahead and create the other pages, actually placeholder pages, and have the routing to those for these buttons as well, so we have them ready. So we can close the components here, and we can go to the pages. This is going to be the index. We want to have a new folder for technologies, and then for methodology, then for how we work, and finally the contacts. Okay, let's start with technologies. We're going to create an index.tsx file as well. We can basically copy this. Only thing, I'm still going to need the main, I'm still going to need the navigation bar. Only thing missing here is double up. Okay, this is going to be called technologies. And it's all the same, apart from, let's add here just as a placeholder an H1 that says technologies. Okay, we're gonna copy that, close this one, go to methodology and do basically the same thing. Index.tsx, copy these, this one needs to go here, here, here. The rest should be the same. Yes. How we work. Oops. And that's all. No, the contacts is missing. And that's it. So now, if we switch to the website, it should be all good to go. If I go to contacts, I see the contacts page, which is really nice. This is a feature of NextJS, one of the reasons I chose it. Okay, we've got this working. We need to make the buttons work. So, navigation bar and navigation button in general. We are in our navigation button. We're gonna go ahead and import the router. Okay, that's it. We can have an on-click. Yes, I believe this would work, which is a function, and I can just call router.push and pass the path to it. The path is a string, and it's going to be passed to the on-click. So now, basically, all I need to do is to add an on-click here. And I should be able to call on-click like this, I believe. On-click and pass the path, which is not a string. It can be a string or it can be undefined. Okay. Okay, let's make sure here that path is not undefined. If path, then we can push the router. We should be good to go, and this should work. Actually, I need to pass the path. So this is gonna be equals to slash technologies it's gonna be methodology, and finally how we work. We're gonna work on the CTA button once we try this and make sure it worked. Okay, the page reloaded. If we go to technologies, it works. If we go to methodology, it works. If we go to how we work, it works. Okay, nice, everything works. The icon actually should be one way to get back to the home screen, of course. So I've added an on-click to the image with the router that pushes to the root. So we made these ones work. This one works as well, but the pointer is missing. So let's fix that in a second. I should be able to have class name here. Yes. Cursor pointer. Okay. Like this. And that is fixed. As you can see now, we get the pointer, and technology is methodology, and you can go back to the home by clicking on the logo. Contact us, it's still not working, so let's move to that, which should be pretty easy. I don't want to have it again within the CTA button component because it's a generic one. And doesn't necessarily need to navigate anywhere. The type is going to be a function returning void. And at this point, should be easy because I can call onClick on a div, right? And here I can simply have onClick, props.onClick. Back to the navigation bar, the CTA button. Now I should be able to pass the onClick parameter, and this should be a function with router.push, and this time it's gonna be contacts. Okay, let's see if it works. Perfect. Okay, so the navigation bar is pretty much complete. We're done with it. Let's move by adding things to the home page at this point, which is this one, in the main. So let's check the design once again. Okay, we have a big title and a description and another call to action button. That's gonna be we're gonna use the same class basically. Okay, back to the code. What should we have here? I want to have a div containing the topmost part, I think, because then we want to handle it for the responsiveness on mobile and on desktop differently. So I'm pretty confident I'm going to be using a div and wrap 3 elements within it. The title, which is going to be an H1, and the subtitle. So the H1 is going to be move your business in your client's pocket. And this is how it looks like. So we're gonna style it to get it closer to this one. So we're gonna go with class name, have some margin on the top, I believe 1020 would work. Then we want to go with text. Let's see how much this is. 20, 24, 30, 36. 60 pixels would be too much, maybe. Yes. Let's go with 5XL. And we want to have it bold for sure. Text. Let's see what the options are. Apart from the colors, opacity, okay. It's not text bold. Is it font? Yes, font bold. Okay. And we want every element in this div to be aligned center. So we can give it a flex. We can say justify center. And this works nicely, which is going to be a paragraph. And what is it going to say? Okay. successful mobile, desktop and web apps. Eventually I'm gonna need to translate this text to different languages as well. Well, it's an issue for another day. For long-term growth. Okay, pretty long paragraph. And I screw it up because we got it like this, since this one is a flex, since the div is a flex, we don't want this. It should be a flex call, I believe. Yes. Now it's fixed. Let's give this some styling. I want to have some margin on the top. Maybe this is too much. Okay. We want to have the text centered. Oh, this isn't centered anymore. The one above. Not a big deal. Text center, and it should be fixed. Okay. So this is the stage we're at right now. Pretty close to this one. Maybe we can give some opacity to the text below. Let's try that. Text opacity like 75%. You don't even see a change there. 50%. Yeah, maybe this works better. Then the CTA again. Which is still going to be in this div. CTA button. What's the selected one? Okay. This is expanding because of the flex. This is expanding because of the flex, that the issue I had already. Let's see. Can I pass margin? Okay, first of all, let's pass the get started text. Get started text. We wanna align it to the center. Okay, and we want to set the margin yes. Let's see if it works. Perfect. Okay, I want to give it some margin on the top. Pretty big margin actually. Let's try with empty 10. Even a bit more, like some 12, 20. Okay. And I want to make it bigger. It's missing the on click. Okay. Text for Excel is 36 pixels. Let's try this. Way too big. That's Excel. Okay. And I'm gonna override the padding on the left. Currently it is 16. I wanna have a bit more. And it should be it. The overing should work still. Okay, it's nice. So we can add the on click. Which should redirect to the contact page as well. So we have router.push. Okay, it imported it automatically. And this is contacts. Okay, this isn't a valid function, but this is. So now when we click on get started, it goes to the contacts. Perfect. Now on with the image. Okay. Where's the code? Okay. I don't want to have this in the same div, so I'm gonna have a separate element for that. And yeah, well, the source is gonna be static slash images and cover. On next image, if using a relative image, it just starts with a leading hash. Okay. Must use with an height. Okay. I'm gonna try and drop this in a div and see. Okay, even 20 as margin. Okay, here it is. The problem here is that the image is really large and it has a fixed size, and we don't want that. Let's see if the rounded edges work on here. Yes, they do. Okay. They do. Just the margin, for some reason, doesn't. Okay, we have this. So we can also add a drop shadow at this point. Oh, the shadow also is a bit broken. You can see it here in the corners. That's because of the div that's containing the image. Let's try closing and rerunning the server. Now it works. Okay, it was an issue with closing and rerunning the server then. So it would work even if I put them into images, which actually makes sense because those are static, so they only update once you launch the server and not after that, I guess. But now we have the image working as well, which is really nice. And yeah, I guess we're gonna end this. We're gonna continue the day after tomorrow, and we're gonna go ahead and build the whole website, which again is the design was made by my brother, and this is how it looks like. We actually went pretty close. I modified the image to have this orange background, but it is still a placeholder image that we're gonna replace anyway. Next time we're gonna implement all this text here, and hopefully we'll be finished with this page. Have a great time, and I'll see you. Bye.